First off, make your way up to the church, and then we need to interact with the machine in the church room. After doing so, some exposition will start. That's not important. Then we need to build a jet gun.
Project Janus Security, yes? A so-called rapid response team.
Go out the side door and follow this path.
You've happened enough, but I knew you would come.
For the first part, we want to hang over by the cemetery next to the church. We want to wait for the special zombie with the name Groundkeeper to spawn. Once he spawns, you want to kill him. He's going to drop a key. Go ahead and pick that key up. From here, you want to take the key around the corner, run to the tool shed, use the key on the door, and then we have our first part.
All right, Riffle. Let's see what you've been keeping locked up in here.
For the second part, we're going to need a mangler cannon. In order to get a mangler cannon, you can either craft it as shown. It costs $12.50, or you can wait till round 11 when a mangler spawns in and shoot off his arm. Once you have the mangler cannon, you want to run down the path as shown.
They're always angry.
All the way to the back left side near spawn, you'll find a radio station playing music. Go ahead and use the mangler cannon and shoot open the door. Now there's going to be little piles on the ground. Be aware there's vermin that can spawn out of them. You want to search all the piles until the second part drops.
I'd say I was sorry, but I'm not.
There you go. Once we have our second part, you want to head all the way back over, up the stairs, and run over to this little watering hose. For the third part, we're going to need the nozzle. Go ahead and pick that up. Now make your way to the bowling alley. On the back wall, you'll find this panel. Shoot the panel off, place the nozzle, and then we gotta begin this objective. For this objective, we need to build pressure in the water valve. We need to constantly turn it. Be aware while doing so, it's gonna spawn in hordes of enemies along with the regular round enemies as well, so you need to be well prepared. I recommend using decoy grenades in solo. Also, the field upgrade, energy mine, you can build a trap around you, so that helps a lot. It's gonna take some time, especially in solo, but keep on it. Also note, you can get these parts in any order. You don't have to also do the Easter egg to technically get all the parts for the Wonder Weapon. Once we build up enough pressure, we will have our third and final part. Now that we have all three of our parts, we're going to run all the way back to the motel. Back at the motel, we run out these stairs, come to this back room. A group of enemies is going to spawn out of it. Go ahead and kill them.
You'll get used to it.
Once you do so, we can run over to this crafting table and go ahead and craft our Wonder Weapon. Once we have the Wonder Weapon, we need to collect 3 parts. The first can be located in the comic book store.
That's my golf house.
The second is located in this window. Follow the path as shown. Jump onto this truck, and it's in the window to the left.
Probably. That's a better question for Director Richtofen, assuming he's still alive.
And the final part is located in the church, directly next to Panos.
I need all of them. Now, find a good workspace to put together.
Doctor, you make suggestions, you don't give orders.
Once we have all the parts, we need to craft the LTG machine. You can take the zip line directly to the crafting table. After we craft the LTG machine, this is when things start to get a little confusing. For this next part, we need to take the LTG to one of the mini storm locations and place it there. Once you placed it, it's going to begin a countdown and you have to defend it for 60 seconds.
Don't make me do it again.
Once you successfully defended it, it's going to spawn a mini boss. Now before doing anything else with the mini boss, you want to run all the way back up to the church.
Hey, did you forget something like an ether canister?
And go ahead and collect an ether canister from the machine. Now go ahead and make your way back to the starting area with the canister. Be aware you cannot run or dive. An easy way to do this is to use the zip line to traverse back to the starting area. For this next part, we need to place the canister next to the trap. Doesn't matter which part of the trap you place it next to, but I personally prefer the area next to the gas station. Once that's all set, we're ready to begin what we need to do for this part. Go ahead and lure the mini boss back to the starting area. At this point, you can damage him, but do not kill him. Continue to damage him around the trap until he starts leaking ether energy. You'll see a purple aura around him, and it's about when he's at a quarter health left. Now all that's left for this part is to activate the trap with him in it and finish him off. Make sure he's next to your ether canister. If done successfully, you can now pick up the ether canister fully filled and bring it back to the church. There is a time limit on this as well. It's about a minute, so you can either use the zip lines for a faster route, or you can walk your way as shown back to the church. After we successfully return the canister back to the machine, on the left it's going to spawn a Strauss counter. It replaces your tactical grenade, and we're going to need it for this next part. For this next part, there's 3 satellite dishes around the map. Go ahead and hold LB or L1 to pull out your Strauss counter and see what color it is. It showed medium, which means yellow. We need to change the satellite dish to yellow if it says yellow. Next one over here on my playthrough, it showed green, so we're going to change it to red. When it shows green, you change it to red.
That's one of the projectors
For the final location, go ahead and use the zip line again.
like elemental particles. They'll neutralize the dark energy surrounding the canister.
Right over here, there's a little drop down path. Go ahead and drop down. And we're at our final location. So for this one, it showed red, so we're going to do the opposite and put it on green. When it shows red, you change it to green.
Okay, that canister by the gas
If
station
done
should be
successfully,
accessible
they will turn and you will see lasers shoot to the canister at the gas station. You can run over to that one. Give it a couple seconds and then you will be able to pick up this canister as well. Now you can go ahead and make your way back up, but first grab the LTG machine that we used for the other storm location. Now go ahead and place this ether canister by the trap next to Spicola. Now we're going to make our way back up to the cemetery, to the other storm location, and defend it the same way we did the first one.
Portal beam initializing.
Pretty sure that might cause brain damage.
LTG is weakening. Clear the bastards off it.
Gateway portal.
When done successfully, it's going to summon another mini boss that we need to defeat.
Kill that HVT with tornado.
Go ahead and reduce his health and bring it back to the second trap.
Harvested energy.
When his health is reduced, activate the trap and finish it off. Same thing like before, make sure that it's next to your ether canister. If done successfully, you'll get an audio and you'll also see it fill up the canister. Same thing like before, go ahead and pick up the final canister and bring it back to the church machine. All that is left is to interact with the machine again to start the final encounter. The final encounter consists of 3 rounds. The first round is just regular enemies. The second 2 are the mini bosses you already fought along with the regular enemies. I recommend using 2 Pack-a-Punch weapons, the Mark II, 3 plates of armor, a self-revive kit, decoys, and immune injector as your special ability. This will guarantee your success. And I'll see you in the next one.